Welcome to another live stream on custom screen printing. An evening stream this time, so I hope everyone will join me. And we're going to try to stay on here for 2 hours tonight. If we can make the 2 hour mark, I'll be happy. I haven't been on 2 hours in a long time, so hopefully a lot of people will come in and join me and talk whatever you want to talk about in here. If you have things you want to, hey, is God's son, how you doing, man? How you doing, man? How's the Lord been treating you? Same to you, my brother. Same to you. I like your channel, man. Keep up the good things you're trying to do on your channel. Giving good advice to other people how to conduct themselves as Christians. It's good to see that you're doing that. The Lord's leading you. I wouldn't mind having you on my worship channel someday, preaching some of the Bible. Hey, Sandy, how you doing, Mimi's place? Nice to see you here, Crystal. I hope, yeah, Crystal's going to be here soon, so she'll be dropping in. So your friend will be here pretty soon. Glad to see you, Mimi. Sandy, glad to see you in here. Oh, now the night fart is back, huh? The night brain fart. I think it was yesterday. The night bot took a day off on me, and he wasn't here to drop the links or the weather. I'm saying, what happened to the night bot? And I said, he must have had a brain fart or something. But he's back working on as scheduled. See, the one thing it is, I put that thing on there about not swearing on here a long time ago, and so I'm all right. I'm doing okay. I just fixed my dryer in my house. I had to put all new parts on the dryer, all the heat elements. I put a heat. What do they call that? I think a heat element. Heat element. Yeah, heat element, and I put fuses on them. Thermal fuses. Replaced them all on my dryer because it burnt out. But I didn't have to replace them all. I only had to place two of them. That's it. And it's working. It's drying clothes now. No. Yeah, I fix everything. I tinker with everything I know nothing about, but I do it anyway. I like messing with things. Saves you a lot of money if you fix your own dryer. You don't have to have the new ones are not that great. The the old ones that you have an old dryer. It's not working very well, but don't scrap it. You can fix it. It's easy to fix. If you got a husband, he can do it. It's not hard to do. All you have to do is have a what do you call it, one of those oh, I can't remember what they call that. I have one of those to test the circuits or negative and positive, and you can test the switches by touching one wire on the switch thing and one wire on the aluminum for a ground. Yeah.
There you go.
All right. So that's what happens, you know.
That's the onions are right underneath the cheese.
Good. Good.
There's a lot on your plate, so I threw them all on.
That's good. That's awesome. Good. All right. So that's what happened is I saved money on my household dryer. I saved lots of money. I must have saved about 1,500 at least. But I'm eating my dinner now. I don't like eating on the camera. It's hot. I gotta wait till it cools down a bit. I think I'll wait till it cools down before I can eat it. I'll wait for a while before I can eat. I don't want to eat right now. I'm not really hungry. Anyway, you save a lot of money on a dryer if you know how. If you have a husband in the house that knows, guys know how to fix things. You know, guys know how to repair dryers. They're not stupid in any mean. No, neither is a lady either. But the new dryers out there are not that. I don't think they're not that good as the old ones. And I like the dryer we have. We had it for 30 years. When we first moved in this house in '93, we got it in '94. My sister got a washer and dryer for us. The family chipped in for it. So the washer died. We got rid of the washer because we didn't want to. I didn't have interest in fixing that thing. I didn't want to. I didn't have the. I didn't care. The washer was too difficult. But the dryer is easy to fix. So we bought a new washing machine. It's a beautiful washing machine. We bought that a while back ago. And then we had then the dryer that's original in the house. I kept that. I fixed that one because it was easy to fix. So I don't. You probably wonder why I didn't fix the washer, but I don't know. I wasn't. I thought that was too kind of. I could have, but I didn't feel like it. I didn't feel like fixing the washer. A dryer is easy. A washer is kind of hard, I think. But I don't think anything's really hard to fix because usually what goes on a washer is a switch. A switch usually goes on the washer and the drum, the belt. But that washer machine was in bad shape. It was in too much in bad shape. So I didn't keep it. So it's fun to do your own stuff in your house. You can fix anything in your house. I put I put a lot of outlets in my house. I rewired them. I put new ones in and took the old ones out. It's not hard to rewire a socket, but I don't do that much anymore. I don't need to because it's just too much of a bother. No, I don't know. I just don't feel like doing that anymore. I'd step back on that, but you know, I don't feel like doing that anymore. I used to years ago, but more people come in the custom stream print and live stream random chat tonight. Hope I see a lot of people come in, join us. It's always good to. I want to hope to stay on here for 2 hours, um, because I want to stay on here for a while. So, and I hope more people come in the chat and join us because it's always good to make more friends and more grow our channels. You know. Um, so, Sandy, how is your channel doing? You're still in here, right? Hey, Crystal, your friend Sandy's in here, I think. Mimi's kitchen, Mimi's place, or whatever I want to call it, the channel. Sandy's in here somewhere, I think. Sandy, your friend Crystal's in here. Hope you're still in here, Sandy. Say hello to your friend Crystal. Welcome, Crystal, to the channel. How was your day today, Crystal? You said you went out to how did your day go when you went out? Did everything go all right or okay? I hope it did. Oh, okay. I hope you're all right. Hope you're gonna be all right there, Crystal. Sorry to hear you have a bad headache. Jeez, that's not good. If you can't make it through the hour, Crystal, don't worry. If you can't stay in, I'm not gonna be upset at you. If you don't feel good, you should be laying down right now. If you have a headache, you should rest. I'm not gonna worry about it. I'll more worry about you than Shannon. So if you're not able to sit in here, don't worry about it. Don't let it bother you. If you don't feel good, don't stay in here. Just go out and rest. If you have to rest, go rest. I'm trying to stay on here for 2 hours, but see who else comes in here. I'm hoping more people come in, but I'm just waiting it out. I don't know. If not many people come in, I only stay on here for an hour. I think. I'm just seeing how the outcome's going to come. I don't know who's going to be in here right now, so I'm just going to play it. Just go on and do the stream. I'm just sitting here relaxed after working out today. Um, I'm just going to take it easy now. Oh, okay, I got you. Yeah, stress can do a lot to you. I don't get stressed out anymore. I leave it in the hands of the Lord now these days. But you better drink more water or something. Drink water when you're not exercising. Just drink. put a big jug of water in the refrigerator and get a little cups and drink it. It's not going to hurt you if you need to. Oh, he was in here this morning. And I fixed my dryer, Crystal. I put all new pots and I put all new thermal switches in there and a new heat element, and it's working. So it dries clothes, but it doesn't heat the dryer up, but it dries the clothes. So I don't know. I know much about dryer. I just fixed it, put a new pots in. Yeah. See, if you were my neighbor and you live close by, I would take the thing apart for you and fix it for you. All you have to do is buy the parts. I wouldn't charge you. So, but you don't live near me, so if you someday want to come up and visit me, you maybe can, you know, hopefully I can tell you how to fix it. Just take pictures of the inside where the switches are and stuff, and what does it come on, Crystal? Does it work? Does it work? Or does it come on and work like regular like mine? Or does it, if it ain't coming on, then some of your parts are outdated. So I don't know. I'm eating my dinner right now too, so I'm kind of munching out on this stuff. Something I used to. Well, you used to work. You used to use it, dryer. How about does it still work though? Does it run? Oh, okay. So worst thing you can do is leave it out in the pond because rodents can make nests in it. A lot of food, good stuff. Oh, okay. Can I make a video on it, right? Can I make a good old video on that? Hope so. I'd like to see it. I'd like to see the video. I'm eating my dinner, so I don't mind if they advertise over me. Oh, you did? Already on the channel? Okay. Cook to the jar, huh? I quit making videos, and you're pretty good at it. Getting pretty good at that. Oh, okay. Okay. Look at that. Excuse me. See it on your messenger. Huh. Whose messenger did you share it on? I don't use a messenger. Only what I do is I talk to you on your messenger. Thing on yours, I was hoping to be on your messenger, not on mine. I don't use a messenger. I only use your messenger to talk with you, even let you know I'm on the live. Hmm. Oh, okay. I'll see you on your channel. I'll see you on your channel later anyway. No worries. No worries. I'll see you on the YouTube, your channel later. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'll watch on your channel later. Hmm. I think it's cheese. It's a hamburger, turkey round. No, it's a cheeseburger and potato. Um, sweet potato French fries. That's what I'm eating right now. I already ate the French fries a little good. I'm finishing up my turkey burger right now. I don't want to eat in front of the camera. Okay, all right. But sure, you cooked to the draw there, Crystal. Hmm. As long as you don't run out of ideas, just don't do too much. You might run out of ideas. Hmm. That's good. That's good. See, I didn't swear very much on the at the dryer when I was working on it. I just thought it wouldn't be a good video. I get discouraged while putting my videos out. Nobody watches them. That's why I don't want to put any out. I don't want to put any videos out. Nobody watches my videos, so I'm not saying nobody watch them, but a lot of people don't watch them. A lot of people do. But that drive was too long and too what do you call it? Not long, but it was too what do you want to call it? It was too. I think it could have been boring if I showed it. I was only checking, testing the connectors. And I'm an image. I wouldn't want to listen to me though. I don't think they wanted to listen to me. Some of the amateur about fixing dryers, they won't want to listen to me. You know? But people can fix their own dryers. It's not a problem. But you know? Save a lot of money, but who wants to listen to me? You know, I bore them half to death. You know? I don't know who would pay attention to me anyway, really, come down to it. I don't know if anyone would pay attention. Okay. Or more people come in the custom stream printing Thursday night, live stream random chat on my YouTube channel. Because I like to see more people come in and talk. Let's have a little chit chat about what you want to do with your channel, what you want to, what your ideas of your what your content will be about. I don't have you see, I don't have a topic on here. It's random, you know. But I did fix my household dryer, and I did wire up the new. I put new thermal fuses in it. I put a new heat element in it. I put all that in it, and it's drying clothes. I'm not saying it ain't drying them, but it doesn't get real hot right away because it takes its time. I'm gonna go check something, see how it's coming along. I'll be right back. Don't go away. I'm gonna put this dish out in the dishwasher. I'll be right back in a minute. Don't go away, folks. We'll be back in a minute. Okay. Dryer's doing okay. For an old dryer, it's doing okay. Hope more people show up here tonight to join me on the live stream. Don't be a stranger, folks. I know we don't have many people come in this channel anyway, but I like to see people start coming in here. Don't think it's a bad channel. It's not a bad channel, and the host ain't a bad person. So I'm all like to see people come in and say hello and Tell them what you're up to. So we're just going to have a fun old time here tonight because that's what this channel is all about, having a fun old time, enjoying yourself and being yourself is the most important thing there is and everything. So I don't longer leave the link in the chat anymore. If you want a link and I know you, I'll put it in your email. That's what I do. If I know you're in my channel all the time and I know your email, I'll put the link in your email. But I don't leave it in the chat. No way, hey, John Paul, how you doing? Welcome. The occasion was on here this morning. He's the first one who showed up on the channel. And so I asked him to come up on the panel to talk to him. I told him I needed to talk to him about the dryer situation. So he popped up on the channel. He has some relatives visiting today. And I asked him about it. And I said, talked to him about what I did and everything. And he said, you did the right thing about your dryer. You put the stuff right in there. And everything is doing good. Just that the heat element's taking its time heating up. But otherwise, they'll get into it. They'll get back into the swing of things again. Everything. Yeah, he has some relatives with him, visiting him and his wife today. I think it's his sister or something. I'm not sure. He told me what it was. It went over my head, I guess. I was mostly talking to him. I think it was some relatives of his, some relatives of his. Let's put it that way. That way I covered everything. But, I just had a good chat with him. And so he said everything I did right on the drive. He says, you replaced it. You did the checking the power on the adapters and the thermal fuses, and it came on. So it means all your thermal fuses are working. So you don't have no worries about it. It's working, and the heat element will be the last to start heating up. After a while, it will heat up, and it'll be fine. So, it's just a matter of time when everything goes back to normal again with the dryer. So it's 30 years old. So it was bought back in '93. So that's when we moved in this house in '93. So the dryer was given us in '93, 94, '93, but still it's old. But it's not a bad dryer. It's okay. It's coming into place now. Told my girlfriend about the dryer, and she said, I thought you fixed it already. So, well, it's some things you got to test on them. You got to test all the thermal fuses and check the signals on them. And I said, all of them are working. And the ones that burned out were replaced. So, see, Crystal, if I was over your house, right, I show your husband what you could do to the dryer to see if it works. If you plug that in, all you have to do is touch one of the wires with one of those volt um, detectors. It's like a volt. You know, it tells you if the voltage is going through the switches, the thermal fuses, and it tells you it's a voltmeter. Like it's for electricity, negative and positive. unfortunately, like I talked to my sister today, I said that dryer is in its 30s. And the dryers they make today are not that great, but the older ones are better. And I like that dryer. That dryer is an awesome thing. I know you would love to have me for a neighbor. Probably fixing everything in your house for you. Probably love to have me for a neighbor. You'd be laughing all the time. Some kind of a nut anyway. Maine is not too far. It's like, isn't it up near New Hampshire? Maine, isn't it? Isn't Maine in New Hampshire, somewhere in New Hampshire? When you get that jalopy car running, you can come up and say hi. Go up and say hello. Drop by. You don't have to bring nothing with you. Just drop by and say hi. Stop over, have a cup of coffee, and sit down and have a little chat with you and your husband and whatnot. I fix everything. I told my sister before. I said I fixed the printer. I fixed my office chair. Oh, that would be fun. Have a new next door. Oh my gosh, we'll raise hell then. Um, so I told my sister. I said I like fixing things. I have nothing else better to do on my free time, so I fix whatever needs to be fixed. So I'm on the Don. I didn't buy that printer. I fixed that copier. Fixed that copier scanner, all three in one. I fixed that. I cleaned it all up. I'm gonna get the ink for it someday soon, and I'll print something up and show everybody how it works. So it's not a big deal. But laughing is the best policy. Making people laugh is one of my specialties. But my house is old. My house is in good shape. Um, well, I don't eat out in restaurants. I eat at home. I eat at home. So we'll make a pizza or something. Me and you can get together there, Crystal. Make a pizza in my house. How's that sound? I got several pizza ovens. I got two or three of them. I got two good pizza ovens that cook the pizza right up. So you don't have to go to no restaurant. You come over to my house and just bring the pizza toppings with you, and I'll make the dough. And we'll put some pizzas together. Oh, I know. No worries. And have a little pizza party. Make some pizzas up, have some coffee brewing. Not bad. No. Who can drive both ways? No one could. That's why you have your husband to do it. Oh, okay. Yeah. Well, beans are dangerous. It might bomb my house. But I like pizza though. We'll see what happens. But anyway, um, all you have to do is take a picture of the dryer, take the cover off, and I hope there's no rodents living in that thing. That will be off. You have to get rid of them. Yeah, that's true. So what the um, you know, like I took pictures of the dryer, the parts, how to hook them up. I didn't want to. He can't drive. Your husband don't have a license. Really? Wow, I didn't know that. Huh? Wow, I didn't know he couldn't drive. I thought he had his license. Right? So you're gonna do all the drive. Who's gonna do the driving as well as you? That's going to be difficult, Crystal, to do that then. Wow. How you going to, I don't know how you're going to do that then. It's going to be awful hard on you, isn't it? Oh. You got a lot of stores around my place, around the corner and everything. I'm going to try that pizza dough they got out that you don't have to make the dough, you just lay the sauce on it. I want to see how that tastes, how that comes out. Oh, wow, you don't? Wow, I'm surprised. I am very surprised you don't drive. Oh, wow, I didn't know that. Huh, that's a shocker and a half. I thought he had the license too. I didn't know he did. Wow. Huh. Guess he wasn't interested in driving too much. Huh? That's cool, though. Oh, Jesus. Oh, okay. Wow. That's a shocker and a half. Really? Whoa. But you know, my house is old. Oh, okay. That's cool. My house don't look this old, though. This is my dream. I got to do a lot of repairs around my house, too, when I get the money. I got to repair the outside cement around the house. There's a lot of things you got to do when you have a house. But, you know. Oh, shoot. Not many people come in here at night, though. I know there's a lot of people don't show up here at night. A lot of people are busy at night, though. That's cool, though. It's fine. Oh, sounds like me. It sounds what I was like when I was young. I was dumb, too. I wouldn't listen to no one. I was being an idiot. And I admitted it, at least. I wouldn't listen to no one anyway. I wasn't listening to nobody. I thought I knew everything. I didn't know crap shit. Hmm. I like old houses. I like old houses. I like them. You know, I like old houses. The houses are old. I like them. You know. I don't know. You wouldn't recognize my house. My house doesn't look old because it was remodeled outside, but I had an addition added onto my house. My house don't look that bad. It was haunted, but it ain't no more. But I think it was a military hospital back in the day, the way the cellar looks. But I might be wrong though. But my house is not that bad. It's just your house is probably bigger than mine. Mine's a colonial, two floors. But the house has been had some bad owners, you know. You don't want to do that. No, no, no. It's not going. Don't ever let him do that. Tell him to get his license and he can drive. You don't want to get in any trouble. No, 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 no. That's not good. Make sure he gets his license and let him drive. Stay out of trouble, you know? Nobody wants to get in trouble with the law, believe me. It's not fun. I know. It's not fun. It's no fun. Yeah, well. Hey, some old houses need upgrading. But it's not bad as long as it's livable and it's fine. You gotta do some work in there. I know how to do some construction work myself, how to repair things and fix things. But otherwise, you know, if you know how to put studs up and build them, properly with nail guns. You can fix a room up really quickly. He used to. No, no. Oh, okay. Used to do construction work. Oh, wow. That's cool. That's pretty cool. I do it for the fine. I knew a lot of contractors. Oh, look who's here again. Hey, Cajun. Let me give you a link in your email, bud. Let me get your link in your email again. Okay, let me give it in here. Hold on, Cajun. Okay. Oops. All right. All right, Cajun, you got it in your email. Your link's in the email. My dryer is working. It dries clothes, but it doesn't get hot. But it's getting there. It's getting there. All the connectors worked. All the stuff, connectors they light up and everything. They're doing well. So it's working. Okay, no problem. Okay, take your time. There's no need to rush. Okay. That's so clean now. Make me look like I'm fading into the darn green screen. My God, what is with this? Hey. I keep an eye on these emails on this side. Oh, here he is. Here's Cajun Coin Hunter. Hey, Cajun man, what's going on, dude?
Hey Wayne, how you doing?
Good.
Had to get had to get my microphone in front of me. It was way up in the air over there.
Mhm.
We had, remember we had all that company earlier. The I had to get my mic out of the way
Yep.
from right here. Oh Lord, it's everything's turned around over here.
All right. When you went off, I went and checked all the thermal fuses, and they all lit up. So they're all a-okay. Even the new one I put in there. I actually put the old one back in the other one. I took it out and put the new one in, and I checked that one and it lit up. So they're all working. So
So your element is getting hot.
no, it's not yet. It ain't getting hot, but it dries the clothes though. It's kind of weird.
No, either it's gonna get hot or it ain't. It's not gonna just climb and not do anything. Hey, Miss Crystal, how you doing?
Yeah, it will get hot after a while. Not long that's been burnt out for a while. So It's been
Let me
burned
get
out for a while,
get
so it's been.
my yeah, dog, my YouTube chat popped out here.
But it's gonna get hot after a while. It does dry the clothes though, but sometimes the guy said on one of the repair guys said the dryer don't get hot on top very much, but when you
Oh,
repair
what?
it, the dryer don't get real hot on top when it gets really hot. It used to, but it's drying clothes, so it must be something must be working. If it's drying them, I don't know. I don't know what the story is,
Well,
but
when
it's
you
drying.
when you turn that dryer on and it starts spinning,
Uh-huh.
if it don't get hot within 30 seconds, like if you open that
Yeah,
dryer door and feel the air in there, it's supposed to be, nice and toasty, very
yeah.
toasty inside. My dryer gets hot on top. I mean, I can tell that the dryer is working. It's warm
Uh-huh.
on top.
Mine's not getting warm at all. I don't know what's the matter with it, but I put it
Yeah.
in there.
I mean, when you checked those um, connections, you got to
Yep,
check both of them on each thermostat
I
or
did.
cutoff or thermal cutoff. And so each one's lighting up each thing.
Yeah.
Well, something's not hooked up with your element then, or you have another thermostat that's out
Mm,
that you can't see.
yeah, probably it might be. The book says it only has like, yeah, let me see, you got the fuse, the white fuse in there, it's one. The main underneath is another thermos, that's two. And one, two, like four of them in there. It's all four of them in there. I checked all of them, they're all lighting
Four,
up. I don't know
four
what's the matter.
thermostats. Something else is out, I guess. If it's not getting hot.
Mhm. I hope that heat element isn't a dud. I hope there's not something wrong with that and it wasn't working. Because sometimes you can buy a
Well,
pot and it has something wrong with it. I don't know.
did you get an email today
About what?
about something in the mail?
Like what?
Did you get an email from the post office or a pirate ship or something?
Let's see. I'll check it now. Uh,
Go all the way back to 10 o'clock. It might be in your spam.
I'll check in the spam. See. Um, no.
Let me check something there.
Still looking down the bottom. I don't see anything. No, I don't see nothing in there.
Oh, they didn't scan it yet. Okay, that's why.
Okay.
Well, you should have got one anyway.
Way up here. Let's see. Pirate. Yeah, here it is. Pirate ship rates are coming. Oh, as it says here. This is about telling what pirate ships coming soon. Rates are changing. Hope we don't get too expensive for that.
What's that?
It says pirate ships rates are changing. It said.
You use pirate ship?
Well, here it is. The shipment's on its way. It just showed up here. Just
Yeah.
showed up. I got it here now. I got it right here.
Yeah. As soon as I made that label, it should have, shot you a email saying that you got something in the mail.
It is. I see it right here. I have it right here.
Okay. I had some envelopes right there, handy, nearby.
Yeah.
So I took that box and I just shoved it in the envelope, closed
Mhm.
it, made a label, put it on there. Boom.
Okay.
got it in the mailbox, and then I got some a bag in today from Ali, and I got some protectors, and
Mm.
I got Missy some microfiber cloths,
You think
and
there's another fuse in there that's not detected? I don't know how many
yeah,
more
you got
fuses.
something that's not making contact, uh, keeping that element from coming on.
I'm trying to. I can go. Let me go get that book. All right, I'll be right back. I'll go get the parts book. Show me fuses that are in there. Right back. Go get that. Tell me what fuses are in that drive. I'll see now. See how many more are in there. I'll check it on this page. This is the parts book. It tells you what's on the dryer and stuff.
Oh yeah, you probably got a schematic in there, a breakdown.
Let's see what they say. How many fuses are in here? I thought it was only 4. But something's wrong. I know there's something wrong. I knew that all along. Let's see how many fuses they got in here. There's got to be another fuse here somewhere. Then if it ain't heating it up, see where's that? There it is. It's let's see. Let's see. What's the number?
I need that. I need that part number again. 110 uh 110 dot. I need that so I can look that up myself.
3, 4. Which one?
That 110 dot
110.
and then some other numbers.
110.626 1210101.
Okay, 626
101. Looking
121.
at the parts book
Okay.
right here. 59. I'm thinking if that could that fuse be no good, that white one?
The one you sent back?
Fuse thermal. If that, yeah, no, not the one I sent back. That was another fuse. I gave that back to him. I mean, the one I checked
Oh,
that one on my drive, it lit up. So that can't be the one either doing it. Let me see what they say here. You got 42, a thermal fuse, internal bias. You got a fuse thermal. They got a thermal thermostat, 34. That's what I got in there now. They got a, what is it? Preheater, internal wire, preheater kit, 15. Oh, like, what was that? What the hell was that? It says a terminal wire kit for a heater element wire. I never seen that before. A terminal wire kit for heater element harness repair. Hmm. So, thermal cutoff, high limit, thermal 1. Huh. What's that one? There's one in here. 2. That's 1. Just mentioned something else. I don't see one in here though. It says one up here. Thermal cutoff high limit thermostat I can't find the number one in here. So I'm seeing it in this chart.
Let's see, they got a dryer operating thermostat. That's number
Here it is.
42. Look for number 42.
I got that here, but how about just number one? This part here.
Wait,
Thermal
I can't see you. I'm looking at something myself. Go
thermal
ahead.
thermostat thermal cutoff high limit thermostat. Um, it says high limit thermostat. Number one.
Yeah, dryer high
Yeah,
limit thermostat
yeah.
or
It's number one. It goes right
uh
where the heat element is, but I never seen that one. It's another one. It's like
you need to check that one.
it's like one, two, three. One, two.
Get in a bulkhead here and see my see all my
That's what
part
that is. Maybe
numbers.
that one I already have in my I bought. That's probably one I got already, which is number nine. Seal blower shaft. Something's causing it to heat up. Maybe it's that white fluid fuse that's doing it. I don't know. Maybe it doesn't want it. That's what ain't warming up. I don't know. 34. Um, thermostat.
34, number 34.
20, 221 Fahrenheit, 105 Celsius. And the 42 one is thermostat eternal BIOS. And 59 is a fuse thermal. And I know every time we bought that, it heated up the dryer. So I don't know if that, I don't know.
I'm looking for number 34 here on this bulkhead diagram. See 33, 34. Yeah, that goes on the bottom of the by the thermostat
Yep.
housing, or on the actually I think it's on the element itself, on the element housing.
Uh huh.
If you look at the diagram number 34, you know the drawing, it shows the heating element and it shows the thermostat right
I
by it.
know. It's already in there. I already put it in there. That's when I added to the. Look
Yeah,
up.
that's number 34. That's a that is a
Look up 42.
that is a dryer high limit
Look
thermostat.
up 42.
42, that's a dryer operating thermostat.
Mm-hmm. Turn that.
And that is going to be, what was that part number? Oh, 42.
42.
I think 42 is on the bottom left somewhere.
It is.
Uh, doop, 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 doop. Yeah, I can see number 42, and that goes towards that center where the center of the drum goes in
And that's where.
by that by that blower.
Yep. And that's where 59 is next to it. 59 is right next to it. All the fuses are in there. I checked every one. They're all lit up.
Number 59.
Yeah, that's a white fuse. You know, the white fuse. And that
I don't
fuse is
see
near
number
the
50.
other one that.
I don't see number 59 nowhere. Not on this diagram. Oh yeah, I see
Yeah.
number
So that
59.
is right where right where the up above, down below, it's other thermostat that I said about. Let's see, uh, the one, the one near 42 goes right on the bottom of it, and the white fuse is number 33. No, 59. And it shows it where it goes, and it goes above 42, and they're all working. I checked every one of them,
Okay, number 1 is a dryer thermal cutoff fuse kit.
and that's above it. That's when I showed you
You
earlier.
get a bunch of stuff with that. get a bunch of
Yeah,
stuff.
that's the one that I
You get
showed you earlier. Remember I showed it to you? That's the one I was showing you.
you, you get two.
I got two replacements, and they're both working.
Okay, that's yeah. Those are the two. That's where you got number 42. You got number
They're both
34.
hooked to the heat element. They go to the heat element.
Yeah, you get a heating element wire
Yep.
kit with
Yep.
it.
I just hope the heat element ain't a dud. Because it seems funny they ain't heating up. It seems really weird. But it does dry the clothes, but it does the dry it doesn't get hot, but it dries the clothes, so it's weird. It doesn't feel hot and dry, but it's drying the clothes. I don't understand what's going on. I don't. I don't really understand. I tried to check the heat element. So I don't know how you're gonna check that one, but how you check the heat element with that connector I got.
Why did it bring me back over
I just
here?
don't understand why the heat element ain't heating up. It doesn't make sense. It's supposed to get real hot and it's not doing it, and I don't know why, but
Yeah, it's supposed to be hot. It's supposed to dry your clothes within 35, 40
I know.
minutes. Mine does. I don't put mine on no hour or whatever. I put mine on 30 minutes and they dry. My dryer gets
I don't
hot.
know why that's not getting hot. Is there something wrong with that part? Or
Something's wrong somewhere in one of those cutouts or something.
I heated, I put all that when I'm using the black and white thing, I touched it one on that switch and I touched the aluminum thing and it lit it right up. So I don't know what's going on. I don't know.
When you get that package in from
Yeah.
me, you put your two batteries in
Uh
that
huh.
thing, hook your leads up, and I'm gonna. Well, you can read the little book that comes with it,
Hmm.
and you should be able to get a beep because I put batteries in one of them one time.
Yeah.
Might have been that one, that red one. And when you touch them two leads together, you should hear a beep, or you see the meter go to zero, or both.
Hmm.
And then you can check your thermostats with
So
that.
how do you check the heat element?
What you do, you got to take the wires off of the that plug in on the
Yeah.
element, the dry wires that go to the heating element, and you put one lead on one connector. Not the connector that goes on the element, but the connector
Yeah, the
part
wire thing,
that's on
right?
the element. No, it's going to be a spade sticking out, like a spade fuse. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it has let me go get that one that's on. Let me go get,
I got some.
wait a minute. Let me
Okay.
go get that one. That old one. I'll go get it right now. Just wait.
Let me go get something too. I'll be right. Ow! I'll be right back.
Here's the switch that goes on the bottom of that heat element. That happens to be, I'll wait till you come back. Easy. Take your time. This is the one right here. This is the one right here that's old. Hmm. It's kind of weird though. Weird situation about this. Huh. It's a pot right there too. Let me take the screen off. All right, this is the pot right here. You see this?
Make yourself big.
See this pot?
Yeah, yeah, that's your that's one of your thermostats or high
That's
cutoff
the one that's hooked to the
thermostat.
bottom of that heat element. This is one that's hooked to the heat element. That's the old one.
Okay. All right. Now you see those two.
This one and that one.
Yeah. Wait. What you holding up with your finger?
This is another one that hooks to the plate.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. Yeah. You see those two.
Well, these two here,
Those two spades.
these two,
No. But one of them. The one on it. That one and that one.
these two. So that
Yeah.
one and this one.
No. Okay. The two that. Okay. That one that your fingers on and that
Okay.
one. You're gonna put when you get that meter in a couple of days. Today's Thursday. You might get it Saturday. I doubt it though. You probably get it Monday or Tuesday.
Yeah.
One time I sent you something. You got it in 2 days.
So these two will be the
Uh,
one touch it with that connect. So what if I
those two supposed to be shorted together, like a beep or uh, uh, if that meter has a beep. I know it does.
so what if I
That's the first thing I check is the beep on the meter to see how fast it reacts when I
all right,
do
so what if
this.
I check this one on the dryer, this one here, this one right, let me get myself big. If I check this on the dryer, this one with the with this thing, with that thing, with this, or with this and this, what will happen?
Okay, what you do, you one of those wires you put on a ground somewhere, like the dryer cabinet, something that ain't painted. One of your wires there, and then the other wire from your meter goes to one of those, just one of those uh, spade. While it's hooked
Yeah,
up.
I'll put one on this one. And I'll try that one.
No, no, you, you want to get a ground somewhere, a bare piece of
Yeah,
metal.
where the heat element is, there'll be a ground.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
and you want to put the other end on one of those spades. It should light up.
It did.
And then you move that one from that spade, from that connector.
Yeah.
Let me see here.
So if you let me show you something. Get back up there again. You mean one of these things you're talking one of these. This one or that one, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Now put it this way: when you get this
Yeah,
meter that I sent you, that's in the mail,
yeah,
it you take the wires off of just one wire off of that, the one that's on the dryer though, or that one.
yeah,
Put that meter across those two. Now you could unhook both of them. While the dryer's unplugged,
yeah,
of
yeah.
course, and you put those two probes on those two
Okay. What you
points
say?
like this. See, like
Yeah.
this right here, that connector. Okay, you got two of those on that thermostat. Anyway, put them two probes, that red and the black on each one of each. It should beep. If you don't hear beep, something wrong with that thing right there.
Mm. This is the old one though.
And every one, your other one and your element. Your element's gonna have two of
Yeah.
these that wires go to. You unplug that
Uh huh.
element and you strike your meter across them two. It should beep. If it don't, the element's bad.
Oh, okay. Hmm. So what if I checked all these things on my dryer and the lights lit up. Everyone lit up with the I put it on the aluminum side and one touched the one of them and it showed the light and it lit right up. Everyone lit right up. None of them lacked any power in everyone. They're all lit right up. It's just weird.
While the dryer
Yeah,
was
no, the
off,
dryer was
I
on.
mean, I know it was plugged in, but you shouldn't. I don't know if you should have juice or not if the dryer's off because
No, the dryer was on when I did it.
it was on like
Yeah,
tumbling. Oh, okay.
So I don't know what the hell is going on, but just here,
Even the heating element was lit up.
yeah, when it was running, and I even checked this one, this new one I put in there, it was all lighting up with the light came right on. It was unbelievable. And I said, why ain't this heating up? I'm just hoping that heat element ain't a dud. Because it's supposed to heat right up for you. I don't understand what's going on, you know? I don't know what's going on. I'm not an expert at this, but
Yeah, if you're getting a light on both sides of those thermals, those thermostats, then they good because you got juice flowing
that's what I'm
through them.
saying.
I never did check for voltage on mine, none of mine. I just strike my meter across the two, and either it beeps or it don't. And a couple times, you got to go, Mr. Crystal. Okay.
So if it
Uh,
don't beep, it's something
it,
wrong with it.
I had to change mine a couple of times, but I found out I got the wrong temperature. Mine was like just say a 180, or 170 instead of a 190. Okay, that's hypothetical. That's for example. That's not the real
What they
number.
gave you, could they give you a wrong pot to not knowing
I mean, that might be the right numbers too, but no, I don't think so. The the tail will tell when when you get that meter in.
I just don't understand. See, I'm not a kind of an expert at this, but um, I did check them all and they lit up. I just don't understand why the heat element ain't working. They ain't heating, getting hot. That's just bugging me. I think it's probably a dud. What if there's something wrong with the heat element? Then what do you do about that? Take it back to them? Because it seems to me that it's supposed to kick over with those switches, and it doesn't kick over with the switches. Something's going on.
How far is that place, that store from you?
It's down on Main Street between Main and
How long it takes you to walk there?
not long. It's like maybe an hour.
An hour to walk there? How'd you get there last time?
The last time I got a ride, my sister, but I like walking, so it's like you have to go up to Main Street,
Okay.
down the Main Street, across from the library, and you're right there. But I'm just wondering if the heat element's bad because it's new, but you never know. You know, it's the same voltage. I looked at the other one, so I don't know what is going on with that. I don't know.
Yeah, you got something that's not making that's not letting your element come on, or your element blowed up for some reason.
You know,
I don't see how your element can blow up brand new. Which I mean, I've seen bad parts brand new.
I think it's a bad part. I think it ain't working. That's something.
I always check stuff before I install it. I thought my element was bad on my dryer, but it wasn't. It was that my high
How do
thermal
you
cutout.
know it's bad? How do you know how to check it? How do you check it?
I, like I said earlier, you unplug the two wires. You put that meter, your red and black probe on one on each one. Your connector that your wire's hooked up to. Hook it up to that. If you get a beep, then it's good. If you don't get a beep, it's open. It's got a break in it somewhere.
No, hope it ain't bad. Should I take it back to them and say this ain't working? And
Um, no, I wouldn't do it. I wouldn't tell it to him like that. I'd say, can you check this to see if it's making continuity? Continuity, making a. And if he breaks out a meter, but I mean, if you get that meter from me before you can get a ride,
I don't need a ride up there.
because I'm not gonna tell you just to wait till the meter comes in because the mail don't run on Sunday. If
I'll
I
wait.
mail
Don't
that
worry. I'll
Tuesday, I
wait. I
got
don't
it.
have to
You know.
worry about them right now. But the whole thing is that um, I want to know what's the matter with that that heat element. That's what I'm worried about. I'm wondering because it's brand new. It hasn't been touched on. No one touched the metal parts on it. So the hand was not on the metal part. No one touched it. Not even me. They said if you touch it, it will
Yeah.
kill it. I didn't put my hands on that thing. All they did is put it in the dryer. That's it.
All right.
So I don't know what the hell is going on. I don't know. I can't figure it's supposed to heat right up. Something is stopping it from heating up. I don't know what it is, but something stopped. Maybe that white fuse is doing it. I don't know. It could be working the dryer, but it ain't heating nothing up. So the white dryer, that white fuse might be bad. I don't know.
Yeah. Mm.
I'm just wondering if that could be it. Because I remember when that blew out, that wouldn't heat up because it blew out. But if it was blowing up, the dryer wouldn't be working. That runs the dryer. So it ain't blowing out the dryer. The dryer is still running with that white fuse in it. If I took it out, it wouldn't work. So I checked every one of them. I put one on the metal. The guy said on the YouTube video, put one wire on the fuse and touch the metal part with that thing. If it lights up, it's good. They told me.
Where'd you get that part? Where'd you get that part at
What
anyway?
part?
That one with the light on it.
What, this thing? This? I had
Yeah,
that
yeah,
for
yeah.
many
I guess.
years.
Yeah.
I used to put I
Okay.
used to put sockets in the walls and I hook them up. So this
Okay.
thing is not. It does work, unfortunately. And
Right.
I did put it on the switch and this thing lit up. The red and white lit up. So
Right.
I don't, every
What's the name of that one? Is that one a B and K?
AW's SPERRY.
Osprey.
Yeah, no,
AWSPRY. Osprey.
AWSPERRY.
Let me look that up.
There's
AWSP.
AE, two R's and a Y.
AWSP.
E, two R's and a Y.
Oh, Perry. Okay.
Sperry. A dot W.
AWS Perry Instruments. Okay. Yeah. AW Sperry
Yeah,
Instrument Company. Okay.
yeah. It always worked. I used it though. Used to put sockets in my wall and used to check the connectors with it. And always worked for me, this thing. But I haven't used this in a while, so I haven't used it in a long while. So I don't do that anymore. I don't hook up any more fucking switches for my.
for me instead of just opening in a PDF. Trying to look up their products. Right here, Sperry products. Continuity testers, outlet testers.
You go up to like 600 DC, 480 to 600 AC.
Yeah, they probably don't make that one no more.
I had it for many years, so it's put away.
Yeah. Yeah, they showing new stuff. They're not showing anything old. Let me see that. Can you hold it up a little bit to the
So,
camera?
let me give it a big picture. This one?
Okay, let's see. Volt Volt Hector. Okay, AW Sperry. Okay, Volt Hector.
Oh, you got to when you put it down now?
Yeah, you can put it down.
Still works. I can put these bolts in the socket and it lights up.
It's yellow.
No, it's red and black.
I forgot the. Oh, red and black. Yeah, they don't have that one. They don't offer that anymore. Uh, they have it, but it's not the same color, red and black.
This thing is all white in the front, see?
It's yellow and gray.
And
Oh wait, I can't see you right
these
here.
two,
Oh, the two probes. Yeah.
this is that color.
Okay. On that lead, uh, that red
Yeah.
one. On the end of it, that end comes off. You knew that?
So what comes off?
The end on that red one, on your red
I knew
probe,
that come off. What do you mean it comes off?
it just pops off and you pop it back on. It's a little to keep from touching other stuff around that probe.
Really? I don't see it come off. What, the red one?
Yeah, let me show you. Right here, right here, that thing slides off. See how the black one looks different? It might unscrew.
No, don't.
Some of them unscrew, some of them just pop on and off. Because if you're going to stick that in a receptacle, you need a longer needle on the end of that probe, and that won't go in a receptacle. It won't go deep enough to make contact. You know what
Yeah.
I'm talking about? On the red one, right on the tip, you're gonna see a little bit of the tip. That's it. You're gonna see about that
I'll
much
be
of the
right back.
tip. I gotta get some more coffee.
All right. that one off. Oh, stupid restream.
Hey, Miss Rita. For me, Millie and Jana. They had a new baby brother. Okay. Yeah, my daughter and granddaughter were here today. Oh, my granddaughter Gabby, she had two of her friends with her from cheerleading. They on a cheerleading team, and she had two of her cheerleading cohorts with her. Oh, Gabby got tall. She's about 3 inches taller than Missy. And for Christmas, she was right there, about right below Missy's height. Now she's 3 inches taller with no shoes on. And one of her friends is just as tall as her, and the other one she's shorter. Like normal size for 13 or 14, or normal height, I should say. All of them are skinny. Well, I say skinny. Uh, Skinny. They're not skinny, but they're not uh, robust, rotund. When you cheerleading, you skinny. Okay, what you said you was getting?
What?
You went to get something
I,
when you got up, and I went to get some
I just
coffee,
wanted
and
to
you.
find out. I think these are old. That's why they're not. This red one doesn't want to come up. I had this for a long time, so this won't come off anyway. I don't even think this pops off. That was supposed to pop. Well, I don't know.
Oh yeah, yeah, that little plastic thing. This plastic, it should unscrew or just pull right off.
Hmm.
Because it's a volt detector, so it's supposed to fit in a receptacle,
Let me go get
in a
one more thing. I'll be
slot
right back.
on a wall plug-in.
Let me go get one more.
Oh.
It just popped off.
It
Yeah,
did.
see, just popped off.
Okay. I seen you raise your hand. Oh, okay. Hey, I mean, you can pop it back on,
Yeah,
can't you?
just that.
Okay. I want to make sure you didn't break your needle.
No, it's just sprung. Just sprung. It's just sprung. What's the matter with this sprung?
It's what?
It's sprung. It's old. because it won't put the thing down. It's sprung. See it?
It's spun or it's
No, it's
fine?
sprung. You know what that means? It just don't want to go down.
Sprung, like a spring is
Yeah,
sprung.
see? It's like a pen. You know what I mean? When a pen spring doesn't want to go
Huh.
down. You know what I'm saying?
That's a odd spring inside. Where was the spring at? Under this?
Yeah.
Did this come out? Did this needle come out? Or is that does that this needle right here? Did it pop out? Or that spring goes around here and that cap goes back on?
Just a spring in there. I don't know. I never heard of it, but
How did you get that plastic cap off? With your fingers or with some
why?
pliers?
It just pops off. See?
No, I don't. I can't see. The camera's not pointing down. Hold it close to the camera for me. Up to the camera so I can
See
see
it?
it. Take the cap off.
See it?
Move that needle. Move that needle. Does it move? Does it
Yeah,
jiggle
see?
or no? Oh, yeah, it's not supposed to do that. Put that cap back on. It's still attached to the wire, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it's not supposed to. Yeah, that cap's supposed to. Most probes, the cap comes off. Okay, that keeps you from touching two things at one time that are close together. So only the little needle point sticks out. You know, because you can touch two things along the length of this.
This is old anyway. This is an old.
Yeah, but it don't matter. Yeah, the older the better. But uh,
Oh,
put that cap back on there.
supposed to stay inside of it.
I don't know why they got a spring in there.
They put it. That's what they have in there. Take it out.
That's weird.
It is weird.
You see a thread? You see any threads on there where something screws
No,
onto it at the base
just
of it?
something that clips back on.
Oh, okay. Huh, that's odd. A spring in there. Mine don't have no spring. I can't take this off though.
She's popping up. I don't like this thing. It ain't working right for some reason. It's weird. Might have a spring in here though. It's making stuff. Makes I made like a pen. It's kind of weird.
Yeah, it is.
Made like a pen. Probably don't make them anymore. That's probably why. So it's back on now. These are old. How long I've had these? I've had these for a damn long time, like many years.
Yeah, but I didn't mean for you to force it off of there though. If I'm not mistaken, that one I sent you, the little ends come off.
It just is old. Never heard of having a spring in here though. That's weird. This won't come up. It stays down. I just popped it off. I didn't break it. I just popped it off. And now it won't stay on.
Right.
I don't know. This is cheap anyway. This is old.
No, it don't matter.
See, it popped off now. It won't stay on anymore.
Yeah.
I took this apart. But made like a pen. That's stupid. That's stupid. Making like a pen. What the hell's with that shit? What the hell's with that? That's crazy. I never seen them making like that. It's plastic.
Yeah, it's supposed to be plastic, a special kind. A lot of times there used to be ABS, and then they switched it to another kind of plastic. ABS is shockproof,
That's why they don't make these anymore.
which most all plastic is
That's why they
shockproof.
don't make these anymore. They're out of extinct now. Because this thing sprung a long time ago. It doesn't pop up.
It
Yeah,
did.
it doesn't pop up anymore. The other one, see how this other one goes up? See how that goes up?
I can't see it. It's too far from the
This
camera.
thing pops up. You see how far that is up? That's where
Yeah.
it was. It didn't go down. This one sprung, I think. Yeah, years ago.
Oh, okay. That's what it is. That thing there. Yeah, you push it down and it clicks or something, and oh no, yeah. Once you push it in the receptacle, it slides back, and then when you take it out, the spring holds it up.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. Well, yeah. You need to put that other one back together because it's not supposed to come off. There's something you got a little notch that's not clicking somewhere.
I'm just wondering what the hell's the matter with that heat element. I'm wondering about. I think don't supposed to pop up like that either. Never used to do that either. I don't know why it's doing that. Stupid thing. What the hell is it?
Yeah, it goes up, and then when you push it into a receptacle, that the like that black one, it went down and then it sprung back up, goes down. When you push it into a wall outlet, that's like a safety, so you don't touch nothing.
Right. I'll put some glue on it later and glue it shut. I ain't worried about it right now.
There you go. Yeah.
But that heat element isn't heating up. So I don't know what's going on with it. I don't know.
It is heating up or it's
It's
not
not
heating
heating.
up.
I'm not gonna check it. It dries clothes though, but don't heat up the dryer. I don't understand what's the matter with it.
Yeah, it's supposed to heat up hot, within 30 seconds. Hey, Dave, what's up, Mona Me? I didn't see you pop in there.
It seems a little warm inside the
Man,
dryer.
I was 10 minutes ago.
Not okay.
Was that?
Inside the dryer, right? Inside the dryer, it feels a little warm. Inside the dryer base. You put your clothes in,
Yeah,
it's a little bit warm in there,
yeah,
but on top of the dryer, you can't feel it.
yeah. No, you're supposed to. It's supposed to be hot.
I don't know. If I don't get it
You
working,
just
I'll
catching.
scrap it.
You
If
catch.
I don't get it working, I'll
You
scrap
catching.
it. I don't give a shit.
No, it's just something simple. It's something very simple.
I don't know what it is. Maybe that heat element is no good. Maybe they gave me a dud and it doesn't work. I don't know. They do. But,
You'll find out in a few days when you get that brand new
yeah,
multimeter.
I'll find out what it is. And if I find out that thing is no good, I'm going to go down and see him. Say, this thing is not working. I want to replace this part. It doesn't work. And they'll have to give me another one. So, you buy something still under warranty with them. Hey, it does happen. You can buy a part that doesn't want to work. Doesn't work. It happens.
Right, right.
So I seen the guy on the truck. That guy made me mad. It was a video about the dryer, and the stupid guy comes over. He says he checked all the switches. All these things don't need to be replaced. This heat element needs to be put back in. He checked all the switches because the dryer wasn't heating up like mine. Checked all the switches. He didn't have to replace anything. He just put a heat element in. and the stupid thing came on and worked. He said, "What the hell was that shit?" He didn't have to replace any of the fuses. He put the heat element in, and it worked.
Well, because the heating element went out and nothing else went out.
I know.
Like when my dryer quit working, uh, I thought it was the heating element right away. So my neighbor, his wife works at Chldren's, which is uh, heating and air, and hot water
Yeah,
heaters, bathroom fixtures. They sell that high dollar stuff and all. Anyway, they sell dryer parts, washer parts, and stuff like that. Anyway, I went over there and I asked my neighbor. I says, his wife works there. Can she get me a discount? He says, oh yeah. So it was like a month and a half, and I didn't hear from him, about that. So he was like, oh, I think she ordered it. I'm like, oh,
okay.
okay. So anyway, uh, he sent me a text saying that your part's in. So he says, ask for a certain guy's name, a guy in shipping or whatever. So I asked for him, Peanut or whatever, and I was waiting for him at the parts counter and all. And Patrick was there, a friend of mine. Well, I should have told him why I was there. Anyway, every salesman that come up to the counter, can I help you? I said, no, I'm waiting on Peanut, hypothetical name. They're like, oh, okay. Well, he was in the warehouse earlier, and they called him. And anyway, his wife came. My neighbor's wife came out, and she was like, "Get him the heat and element number, yada yada yada." So I'm like, "Yeah, y'all." I told Patrick, I said, "The one you ordered that she told you to order." He says, "Order." He said, "Man, we got about 10 or 11 of these things. We keep in stock all the time. This is common." I'm like, oh, okay, I see now. I'm thinking to myself, I see now. My buddy thought he was going to be making me a deal, but which he never did. Talk to his wife about ordering anything, or he did, but she said something about the heating element, and it's like, yeah, something ain't right. So anyway, Patrick asked me, says, I said, now I better get my dryer working. He says,
Mm.
how you know it's the element? Did you check it? I'm like, no. He says, ohm it out. He says, it could be the switch, the timer switch. Could be a thermostat. Could be a thermal cutoff. I'm like, oh, okay. I said, well, let me go back to the house. And then, sure enough, it was the thermal cutoff. It wasn't the element. The element was fine. So I went over there. I told Patrick, I said, you were right. I said, I need this book, this baby, this puppy right here. He went, got me the kit, got the thermostat and the
I
cutout.
I replaced everything. That's the problem. I got all the parts from them, and one part came from. Um, I guess I got the parts all from them. I think only had two parts I got to get. All the other ones are fine. The one down with the white fuses and the other thermal fuse is fine. There was only two parts on the heat element I needed. That's all I needed, and the heat element burnt out, and that top part was burnt out. It wasn't working. It didn't have no connecting or nothing on it.
Did you bring the heating element with you to that
No,
store when you went
no,
over there? Oh. Well, how you know it went out?
it was burned.
Oh, that's right. It was open. It was all broken
Yeah,
stuff, right?
burnt out.
Okay, yeah. Well, that was no good. Yeah, yeah. No need to bring it to the store.
No, I gave him a picture of it. I
I got
shot
you.
it to him. He said, "Let me have a picture of it. I'll glue this down. I'll put some glue on this tonight." And I shot a picture to him. He said, "Let me show me a picture to it. Shoot it to me." I shot it to his phone. He said, your heat element dead. It burnt out. So he said you might need two fuses to put on that new element. So It was brand new in the box. It was never opened. I opened it and took it out. I didn't touch the inside of it. I just touched the plate outside of it. And so it might be something wrong with that heat element if it ain't heating that damn dryer up. We'll find out when you sent me that. I'll check it and see what happens and whatever's doing it. I don't know.
Yeah, you got something that's not making connection in there. Contact. Thermostat, thermal cutout, or the heating element. Or that other fuse, whichever the ones that one's for. I don't know about that white ceramic one. That long skinny one, you know. I think that was number
I'll show you something right now. I want to see a picture of those pots. Let me see. I'll show you something. Now here is the pot was on the heat element. Let me put this up big. This is what was on the heat element. See that little pot?
yeah.
That was on the heat element when it burnt out.
Okay.
And the white one, the other pot, see that little plate on the bottom, like right up here? Get my hand up here. Right like there. Like there, right there, like here. See that one without the wire on it? It's on the bottom.
Yeah, I think I
That's
do.
where the white wire, it was a white little wire that goes on top of it that plugs into that. And this is what the heat element looked like when it was burnt out. It was really burnt out. Really badly burnt out.
I can't see where it's broke at.
It's right there, right above, right about here. Right there.
Yeah, I can't make that out.
It's right there. I can't get my hand up here.
I can't make it out. You know it, you got a lot of glare in there.
It's right there.
Okay.
Right there. That's where it is.
Okay, I think I see a break there.
That's where it was blown out. It's burned out bad. I mean, and I'm showing another picture of it too.
And you got all the wires in the right place,
Yeah.
right?
See that? That's
Okay.
where a small picture. See it? See it now?
No, it's too far from the camera now. Now it's not focused. Don't worry about it, Wayne. I believe you. If the wires were broken apart, they were broken. I believe you.
The whole thing is why. Now here's the picture he showed me how to put the heat element back in. See that? He sent me that picture on my phone. He showed me how to hook it up. I didn't put my fingers near it. There's no way in hell I'll touch that. And this is the switch here that's on the bottom of the dryer. That's when it went in there. That was put in. That was in there. There's nothing wrong with that switch right there.
Yeah, that's a thermal. You got three wires going to that
Four.
one. Four. Okay. Oh boy,
That,
it's easy to get one mixed up.
no, I didn't touch it. I didn't touch that thing because they gave me a different kind of different kind. That one went down to the bottom of the dryer. I think that's when I think this is it.
Is that did that one with the four wires going to it? Is that in your dryer?
Yep.
You took that picture.
I did not
Okay.
take it off though. It works. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, you took the picture
Yeah,
though.
I didn't take
Okay.
it off. But this one I did take off the heat element. This is the old one that was hooked to that burnt out heat element.
But that other one might be bad.
What, this one?
The one with the four
I checked
wires.
it. There's
Yeah.
nothing wrong with it. All the wires, I took it and I heated it right up and the wires were running. Everything was heated up. It heated it right up. The light went right on and showed the red light and it was connecting. It showed it. Just there was nothing really wrong. That thing goes right in the bottom of the. See, that's what it looks like. See it? That goes on the bottom of the dryer in there where the white switch goes to. See how I'm showing the wire? It goes down the
Yeah,
bottom.
that's a thermostat. That's a thermostat, all
Yeah.
right.
But that has plug. That's electricity goes through that. So I won't even touch that sucker. That is that is really live. I won't even touch that sucker. That works. That's all going right. Power's going through that. It's going right in there.
Right.
It's powerful. And the other white one's another one I don't touch either. And that's nothing wrong with those switches. Them are working. But the whole thing, that heat element burnt out. And that's what killed the switch on that other one. That's what that burnt out. It used to heat right up easily. So I'm thinking that the heat element is no good because that big thing that they sold me is not working. I'll find out what you gave me. I'll find out if it don't beep with that big thing, that means it's dead, right?
Wait, repeat
If
that.
the heat element, if it don't beep with the heat element, it means the heat element it's a dud. It's not working.
Yeah.
So that means I'll have to take
Yeah.
it back home.
They got them two wires that go to the element, the two power wires. And when you got to take both of them wires off now
Uh,
to check the heat element. You got to take the
I did
wires
that, and
off.
that's how I got the
Then
connectors on that other one.
then you I'm talking about to check it with the meter I'm
Yeah,
sending you that you're gonna get that's in the
yeah.
mail. You take them two wires off of the element, put the two probes on it. If it beeps, it's good. If it don't beep, it's bad.
Oh, okay. So if the heat element, if it don't beep, it's bad, right?
If it does not beep, it's bad.
Mm-hmm. They won't like me taking it back to them, but I'll tell them I checked it and it doesn't beep. It's bad. It doesn't heat my dryer up. It doesn't do nothing. But if it beeps, then it means it's good. So something's causing the problem. So do I check all of them with that thing, or something's doing it? I don't know what's doing it, but it's
That one with two wires. Now I'm not sure about the other one with four wires. Okay, I'm not sure on that one
mhm.
because that could be like a type of like a relay type. Uh, there's four wires going to it. Two of them, one of them or two is going to be a signal wire. To let it know
I
to
checked that
open or
sucker. I
close.
wouldn't get near that thing if you paid me $1 million. I put two things in it. That lit it right up. It was bright as a light. It was working. That thing, I will never get near that sucker. That has power going through that sucker.
Yeah, you might have had one end on. You might have just been checking the voltage and not actually going through it, but you was going across it.
I was that the other two things that cooked it in white wires. They don't power up them other clamps that are ones that putting electricity to it. That's where the electricity's going through it.
Let me go get me some more
Okay, I just
coffee.
don't understand what's going on. I like to know myself what's going on. I don't know. Go check something. I'll be back.
You still there, Dave?
Oh, just driving me. That thing drives me crazy anyway. That heat that drives me tries to get real hot all the time. Used to get real hot. It was a real good dry. Used to get real hot all the time. The heat, but it always blew fuses out too. Had a problem with the fuse. It always blew out on us. I don't know why, but it did. That white fuse, it always blew that out. So I don't know what the hell that was about.
It's getting too hot. Something was obstructing the vent, the to blow outside or wherever your that hose is
I
going
cleaned it
to.
out.
If you got stuff, you could very easily. Your dryer might be working, but you remember I was telling you about a blockage obstruction.
Yeah.
You said it was all clean.
Oh, I
All the
cleaned it
little.
today. I took it through a good cleaning. I cleaned that whole vent system out. I cleaned everything out.
Okay. Now what about? Okay. Now you got a hose from the dryer to the
Out
wall.
to the outside, down through the cell, out to the window. I cleaned that all out today. Everything.
Okay. So that there's no obstruction in the piping that goes outside or in the cellar
No,
or
no,
whatever, right?
nothing.
Because if there's an obstruction in the piping that
It
hose
was dirty
attaches to,
before, but
that'll keep your dryer from
yeah,
heating
but I
up.
cleaned it out.
Believe it
So
or not, it
I
will.
found all that stuff in it. It was really bad, and I cleaned it out today. I really cleaned it. So I really cleaned that out really good. There's nothing in there anymore. Nothing else in there. So I
Okay.
cleaned the inside dryer and the outside. Where you put the basket inside the dryer. I cleaned it out with a tool in there too. I cleaned everything. Everything is perfectly cleaned. So it might take a while to heat that up because it was dirty. I don't know.
Mm. No, no, it don't take. No, it should
I
heat
think the
up
heat
right
element's a
away.
piece of junk. Not much on that. I think this heat element is a piece of junk.
I don't
It
know.
ain't working.
Did you change the one with 4 wires? Did you change that one?
No, it didn't need to be changed. That thing is working.
Yeah, but the way you checking it with
No, but
that,
I mean,
you know,
I got near it one time and power was going through that. It ain't nothing wrong with that. That power is working. It's nothing wrong with that thing. That thing is powerful. I won't even touch that thing. It's got so much electricity go through it. It will give you a shock to set you right on your ASS.
yeah, I know, but if the thermostat itself is actually not working, you can have all the electricity you want. It's not going to feed it back to let it know for the thermostat to come on.
I don't know.
I mean the element to come on.
I think something's wrong somewhere. I don't know what it is, but that
Yeah, something's wrong somewhere. You bet your booty
yeah,
on
but that
that one.
dryer it will give us all kinds of trouble. It blow fuses out. It would die for no reason, and that element must have been bad for a while. And I think they refurbished that dryer. It was used. I get a feeling that was not a new dryer. Sears is a sneaky company. I'm telling you that right now.
When you bought it, you
Yeah,
mean when you bought it
yeah,
new? You bought it
yeah.
brand new? Well, if it was new, it was new.
Something weird about it. Later on down the road, it kept blowing fuses out. It kept overheating. It started blowing fuses out, and I don't know why. So something
Huh.
was wrong, and it was only the heat element was doing it, nothing else. The heat element and those two thermos things was doing it, and it used to blow the white fuse out. So I don't know what the
Let
hell was
me
the
go.
matter with it.
Let me go look in that thing again in that diagram.
It's just weird.
Yeah.
I can't figure it out. It's just baffling me. I mean, when I bought the heat element, it wouldn't come on anyway. I put that on, I bolted it in, and it didn't ever warmed up. It didn't move. And when they sold me that kit, I put them on the heat element, and it still didn't turn on. So I think that heat element is a dud. I swear, it's no good. I guarantee that thing you sent me, it won't beat. What? There's something wrong with that heat element. And if it is, I'm taking it back to them. I want to tell them. I need the one to replace. This ain't working. I want to tell them straight out. I don't care. I paid enough money for that. I should get a replacement. It was like $68 that damn thing. That's a lot of money. I want it to work.
Yeah, it is a lot of
And I
money.
want that thing to work. That's why I wanted it. And if it ain't working, what good is it? Give me another one's gonna work. Now if it beeps off, did something else, and maybe you'll be right. Maybe it would be that. How you checked out with that one, Kay? With the four wires. What do you check? With that in the center.
Number 59. Number 59. Let me see.
I just
Expand.
don't understand I don't understand that drive. I put all the right parts in it. It should be heating up by now, but it isn't. Something going on with it. I don't know. What's the matter with it? It's just baffling. I can't figure that out. Now my phone's going nuts again. Stop it, phone. All right, stop that now. When doing that all day, don't start now. Stupid cell phone. Idiot.
I don't see number 59. That's probably going to be in
Number
another part.
59 is a white fuse.
The white one, yeah.
Yeah.
The long
Yep.
skinny one, right? Okay. It's not on the bulkhead diagram. It's somewhere else.
It's the bottom of where the hose goes to the vent thing goes. It's next to that vent thing, the white thing, the where you put the hose on the for the ventilation. It's over that
Yeah.
side with the both of them, and it's a fuse thermal 59.
Oh, yeah. I see it right here.
I'm just aggravated with that dry. I am. I'm very aggravated with it. I can't really tell you how.
Yeah. You need to unplug that one too. And if it beeps, it's good. If it don't beep, it ain't no good.
So what do? You just point it towards it and it beeps on it, or you have to plug the wires into it, or to check it.
You got to take the two wires off, or one of the wires off,
Yeah.
uh, to uh, to
Not
check
when
it,
it's plugged in, though, right? When it comes.
because they got two wires going to it. You take one wire off, you put your needle, your tip on that one that you took the thing off, or you take both of them off, and you just, it's easier because you know you're making
When it's
contact,
unplugged, right?
with the tip in,
When it's
huh?
unplugged, right?
Oh yeah,
Making
yeah,
sure.
yeah. What I'm telling you to do, you unplug that dryer from the wall,
I always do.
and then you do all your testing.
Okay.
You do it. You take your wires off one at a time, one
Yeah.
item at a time, like that. The number
Yeah.
59. Take both connectors off. They just
I
pull
know.
right off, snap back on. You
Yeah.
know that. Put your two probes on it. If it beeps, it's good. Plug it back in. Put your two wires back on. Go to the next one. Take your two wires
Which
off.
ones?
If it beeps, it's good. Put the two connectors back on your high thermal cutout. The element, take the two wires
I
off the
mean,
element.
that one with the four wires. Which one you take off the test?
That one, I'm not familiar with that one. Mine don't have that one.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Probably the two inside ones. The two
yeah, the metal
inside ones,
ones,
pull those
not the
two
white
off.
ones, but the metal ones. The two
Huh?
metal ones that with clamps on them. That runs. I think that's what electricity goes through. The other two, I don't know what the white ones are for, but they're not live. The other ones are live.
One of them's a signal. It's gonna throw it a signal to for that
I'll
thermostat to
check
come
all
on.
four wires. I'll check the two first and the other two afterwards. That's all, right?
Yeah, you pull out the two. If it makes a beep, well, hey, you got continuity there.
Yeah.
Put those two back on. Then you pull the two outside ones off. Think the two red ones or whatever they are.
Well, they have two white ones.
It might be a pass through. I don't know. I don't know about that one. I think the two inside ones should beep. The two outside ones, I don't know. Let me get back in here.
these here, the two white ones. You see the two white ones right there? I think the two metal clamps. Let me get bigger screen here. The two metal clamps. You see the two white ones and the two metal clamps? You check the two metal clamps first, and then the white ones last. Am I right?
Where's well, I don't know, Wayne. I'm not familiar with that
But
thermostat. Is that number 42?
let me see.
Should be. I think 42. Let me relook.
Uh,
42, yeah. Yeah, 'cause I see the two outside clips on the flange. That's number 42. Dryer operating thermostat.
yeah.
And the number 34 is your thermal cut, high
I
thermal
think
cut.
what I will do is check each wire, two wires at each time. If it beeps off the two outside wires, does that mean it's good? If it beep off,
I don't know. I'm not familiar with that thermostat. That's a full wire thermostat. I'm not familiar with that
I'll
baby
check the
right
other
there.
two wires, the other blue wires with the white caps on them. I'll check both of them. If it beeps off of those two as well, it's good, right? If it beeps off
Uh,
twice,
well, if it beeps, yeah, that means it's the center part's making connection. You got a through pass right there, yeah. Uh, but the two outside wires, the two red ones, it's going to pop. I don't know. It's going to pop.
yeah. But the blue ones are
It's
inside
going
though.
to.
I don't know. But I know one thing: the two red wires might be the hot wires. I think. I don't know. I'm not too familiar with that one either. But and there's the fuse right there. See the fuse? Let me show you. See the fuse above it? See the fuse right above there?
Yeah. Uh huh. You got two wires going to that
Yep.
fuse. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna look up. I got the dryer number. That's a Kenmore,
Yep.
right? Okay. I'm gonna look up on YouTube and see if I can find that fella that the one you watched.
I got this video. You want the video? Occasion. I download. You want the video?
No, I don't want to
I
download a
have it.
YouTube video. Yeah, but I don't want to download a YouTube video on my computer.
I'll tell you what name it is though. I'll let you know right now.
Okay.
I'll let you know. I wanted to
Okay.
watch it because I wanted to see what he was talking about.
Yeah. If you got it bookmark, it's bookmark. It's not really downloaded. You got it saved in a bookmark.
Let me see which one.
Well, it takes a long time. Well, some videos take shit an hour to download. That's why I have a lot of memory left on my hard drive. I only have like 15% of my hard drive uh, eaten up. I got 85% left on my hard drive. I got out of 500 gigabytes, I have 485 gigs available. I don't have nothing on my hard drive hardly.
This is Scott.
I don't have a lot of downloads. I got a lot of manual downloads, but that's all words. It's not pictures and moving animation
Thermal
videos.
fuse that's right behind the
What's the name of the channel?
I'll tell you, that ain't the one. That's not the right video. That's the wrong one.
Oh,
Let me
okay.
see here. Mm,
Yeah, I didn't see Dave say hi. You got a lot of Nightbot on there. Nightbot takes up a lot, and I never noticed him. So tell him I apologize for not saying hi.
this is the one. How to replace a Kenmore electric dry heater element. Let me see what it's a Sears Direct part repair video.
That's what I thought. Yeah, remember I asked you that? I said it's going to be a professional guy with a.
That's the stupid Sears Direct one. That aggravated me last
Uh,
night.
replacement parts, they have videos. Partstree.com, they have their own videos. Repair Clinic, they got their own videos. They got a video for every part made, how to change it on a lawnmower, a dryer, a washer, a car, you know.
Yeah.
And and it's all that stuff they working on is
Yeah, I
brand
put
new.
the.
So they not showing you how you got to clean all this out first and all that to get, they're not showing all the lint and all this stuff you got to take out to get to the actual
I took
part.
care of all the lint problems. They're not in there anymore. I cleaned that whole dryer right out.
You like a car when they changing a part and showing you that it's brand new, you know, and but you get to yours on your car, man, you got a inch of grease,
I don't.
and oil and all that stuff. They make it look easy on them videos.
He tested those.
They got everything pressure washed and all
You know what's the
cleaned
matter?
out, or it's a brand
He
new
tested
unit.
those pots on that dryer. It wasn't dead. Just the heat element was dead. He didn't have to replace any of those pots. That told me off.
Yeah, did you find out the name of the channel?
I
Oh, it's the Sears Part Direct.
yeah.
You said okay. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it.
It's just aggravating when he took the thing apart and then said, "Son of a gun," supposed to heat up immediately. I'm thinking to myself, really? They don't show everything on TV on that video. They leave something out. Don't give me that crap. Who you kidding? I know it's a heat element. I know it is. I wouldn't doubt it if it doesn't beep either. I bet you that heat element's dead. I think it's a dud. I think the heat element's a dud.
I don't know. You'll find out when you get that meter, though,
I'll
huh?
find out.
I remember I mailed you something one time. I think I mailed you a couple things. Yeah, you remember that big envelope I sent you, and it was a bunch of stuff in it. It took 2 days to get to
Mm-hmm.
you, and then I sent 21 the same time. I sent him a scale,
Mm-hmm.
weighing scale, weighs
Yeah.
grams and all that, and it took a month. I had to actually file a report to find that
That's why I was
package
looking.
because it was a month. It was a
That's why I was
month.
checking inside of it, looking into it, searching, looking, taking it out, and looking at it. Bunch of idiots.
What?
They do that. They check the boxes in the building.
Oh no, it was on the floor. It fell off the conveyor belt in in South
Oh, that's what
Carolina.
happened.
It fell on the floor right before he got to his house. It fell on
Oh,
the
okay.
floor of the and that sorting room. It jumped off the belt. Something knocked it off the conveyor belt, and it was on the floor. Once I did the report, locate this package. Uh, they knew where it was last scanned at, so they went looking on the floor. They probably found somebody else's stuff too that's been missing for a month or two.
But I don't know. I just
That's the second time I had to do one of them locate the package because Gleason, you know Gleason News, don't you?
no,
My buddy in Tennessee,
no.
he's a coin collector. He comes in my panel sometimes.
I mean,
Gleason
I think
News.
that's the guy that.
He comes in a lot. Sometimes in the panel like me and you right
Yeah, I
now,
know.
and in the chat.
I just don't.
But anyway, I got a big linear from him, a big amplifier, and he sent me that, and then I showed that to 21. He told me exactly what tubes were in it and all that.
Uh huh.
Uh, 21's been doing, into that for a long time. His dad was, owned the store and stuff. But anyway, uh, Gleason, I sent him a bunch of silver, and silver bars, round coins, silver dollars and stuff like that, half
Yeah.
dollars. And his package went missing.
Really?
It was at the two post offices, two stops from him, two post offices. They found it on the floor. The postmaster himself sent me an email or a text message, one of them, on the phone. He had all my information. He says the package was fine. It was on the floor in the sorting room, and he will be getting it tomorrow, guaranteed. He said, I put it on a truck that he will get it tomorrow. I'm like, well, thank you, sir. He says, anytime, post office is here to help you out. When I put that report in, they uh, got on it
Just
right
don't ever
away.
send,
They started looking for it
just don't
right
ever
away.
send Twizzlers to them. They eat them. Bunch of idiots.
What's that?
Don't ever send any Twizzlers to the post office. They're a bunch of crooks that like eating things. Yeah,
Twizzlers?
yeah,
Candy?
yeah,
Twizzlers? Licorice
yeah.
Twizzlers? Okay.
I told him
Really?
I should have
Go
put
ahead.
laxatives in the postmaster to take a shit. I told him. You want you stole it, I know it was one of them did. If I put laxative, you would have found out who did it. Guarantee it.
I know there's a big superstition about mailing tools with a 10 millimeter socket. You know, the socket set. You always take out the 10 millimeter socket. Always take it out before you send it in the mail. Because 10 millimeter sockets among mechanics, you can ask 100 mechanics how many times they had to rebuy a 10 millimeter socket because it got lost. And out of 100 mechanics, 99 mechanics out of 100, maybe 100, I tell you they
Huh,
lost one. All of them out of 100 lost a 10 millimeter. They had to replace
huh.
it. So that's why you don't send a 10 millimeter socket with the rest of the tools because the whole damn set will go missing.
Oh, okay.
It's a good running joke for mechanics.
Oh, when I get that thing from you sent me, I'll check all the switches on that heat element. How do you check the heat element? I don't know if they have any wires on that, do they?
The heating element, you pull the two wires off and put the two probes on it. If it beeps, it's good.
Oh, you mean the? Oh, okay.
You said heating
Yes, I
element.
did.
Okay. And the high thermal cutout, the one that's on top,
I want to check it. I
same
want to check
thing.
it.
Pull the two wires off, put the probes on it. If it beeps, it's good. The one with four wires, it's going to pop. I don't know about that one. I'm going to check it out though. If it's what I think it is, it's a signal, and it when it it's there's two wires, and when it turns on, it makes connections for them two outside red wires. If I'm not mistaken, that one acts like a thermocouple or a
You go.
yeah,
I'm right
thermocouple or
back.
whatever. When it okay.
So if you put the, show you something. You can connect. You can put these two wires to that thing, right? And you hook these to these things, right?
Is that your
Yeah.
old heating
Yep.
element?
You hook the
Okay.
two wires to that thing, right?
Uh, yeah. Yeah. If it beeps, it's
Okay.
good. If not, no
Okay.
good.
So I want to know. I'll take it back to them. If it's beat, doesn't beat, and it's no good. They're gonna be seeing me.
Yeah, like okay, that little tester you got before you took the plastic tip off and the spring sprung. But anyway, you put your black wire, your black needle probe on the outside of the heating element, and then the red would have went to one of those contacts with the dryer running.
Hmm.
With the dryer running, and then it would have lit up. And then you just moved the red one to the other connector, it would have lit up. Again, make like that. Because you got electricity running through it. You got to have a ground, or neutral. But at 220, you got two hots and a neutral.
Yeah, I know. I'll wait till yours gets and we'll find out.
But you check one, just one.
If it doesn't beep when I get that, I'll find out. If it doesn't beep, that's the culprit right there. Now I guarantee.
If it don't beep, if it don't beep, it's the culprit. If it beeps, it's
Yeah.
good. That means it's making contact, through and
But if it
through.
was making
You know.
contact, it would get hot right now.
Well, it could be that thermostat,
I
the four-wire thermostat. It could be that.
don't know. If it beeps off, then what?
Did you get a four-wire thermostat
It
and the stuff
No,
you
it was in
bought?
the dryer already. They said they didn't need to replace that. Even the guy in the video said he didn't need to replace that. That's nothing to do with it. That's they said on the video. So I don't know.
Yeah, a thermostat is a thermostat. Either it's going to be good or bad, and they go bad.
But that stupid only thing that blew out before was that white fuse. That's what was making the dryer heat up with that white fuse. And that thing blew out that more than once, that heat element. Blew out that more than once.
That that
Yeah,
long white thermal
that
fuse.
heat element blew that out two times on us. That heat element did it.
Yeah, yeah, because it's probably making contact with the case, the heating element case.
Because that white fuse is just hooked into a basin and it will blow that out. Twice blew it out. And I don't know why. And I'm saying, what the hell is he blowing out? I didn't think about the heat element when it was doing it. The heat element was doing it. It was the culprit that was doing that, blowing that fuse out. No other fuse was blowing out, but that white one was constantly blowing out. So I'm thinking the heat
Well,
element's a rat.
yeah, it was probably the element. There's electricity running in that element. It could be broken. It don't matter, but there's electricity going to that element. And if the element touches that outside case, that's a ground. It's gonna blow that fuse.
No, but that ain't the whole problem. That element ain't even near that fuse at all. It's down the bottom of the dryer. It's not touching anything.
It don't matter if anything shorts out in that dryer, that fuse is
Yeah, I
gonna
know, but
blow, or your breaker in your
yeah,
box
but
will
that's the
blow.
whole thing. That is not even near the heat element. That's the problem.
It don't matter. It don't matter.
The heat element was blowing that out for a while, and before I even looked at
Yeah,
it.
well, that's right. But you were saying it's far away from the element, so but
I don't know.
if that heating element was going to ground, wiggling and touching the ground,
I know.
it was blowing
Yeah,
that fuse,
that's what I'm saying.
that white thermal
That
fuse.
stupid that heat element was burnt out, and that's the problem with it was doing all that shit, and I didn't know it. So that heat element might not be any good. That big metal box they sold might be a dud. Because why wouldn't the heat up? Why wouldn't it's brand new? So why ain't you heating up the damn dryer? That's just ugly. That's bugging.
Something else is not telling that that element to come
I
on.
don't know. Something's wrong. We'll check it all, too.
Yeah, there's something that is wrong in there. If that element's not getting hot, that thermostat's bad, or your thermal cutout blew for some reason.
I don't know. I'm gonna check it all, though. I'll tell you that right now. I'll plug and check every stinking thing that's on that thermostat. Every one of them.
All
But
right. Well, Wayne, I'm gonna get out of here. You've been on two and a
I
half
know we
hours,
haven't. We haven't
so
been having a little chat. So
having fun, having fun.
thanks
Okay,
for the help. Though.
I'm gonna look up. I'm gonna look up that dryer you got and
Good
see
luck for finding it.
see
Trying to find it. That's the problem.
all what's in there. Yeah.
I could never find that
Well,
dryer
Wayne.
make. I couldn't find it. If you find it, let me know. 'Cause I couldn't find it at all. I couldn't even find it.
Well, you
That's
said
the
there was
thing.
a
I couldn't.
guy that you watched on YouTube. He changed the element and it worked. Was that your
Yeah.
dryer or that wasn't your
No,
dryer?
it wasn't my dryer, but it was a
Oh,
Kenmore that had the same hookup, but it
oh,
wasn't my dryer, but the same hookup,
yeah.
the same wires on the hookup. The white, the ones on that heat element thing I showed you. This one right here was the same thing that he showed. Same thing as this one. Yeah, this one. That one.
That's a thermal cutout, I think.
Yeah,
Let me
but
see.
he's showing this one on there too, and he showed this bottom one.
Wait,
He
let me see
showed
that
that
one again. Hold it still. How many connectors they got on there? Two or four?
3.
Three. Is that the one with the red wires? Or
No, it's
no?
that the one that hooks to the bottom of the heat element. Only uses one wire, 2 wires on it, and they leave the other one open.
Now, wait, but you showed me another one yesterday or day before, whatever, that had that little tab on it, that little titty on it on one end. You remember?
But this one
Yeah. Where did that one go? That should
on the
go on
on
top.
the top,
Okay.
and this one goes on the bottom of the heat element. That goes on the bottom. This one goes on the top.
Yeah. Okay. Then you got another one with three or four wires going to it.
That's hooked up to the dryer all the time. I'm not touching that thing. I didn't even get my fingers on it. It's too dangerous. Has too much
Yeah,
rust.
I know that, Wayne, but where's it at? Where's the one with four wires at?
The bottom of the where you put. I'll show you the picture of it on my phone. I'll show you. It's on the bottom of the dryer. It's on the bottom of the dryer where the hose goes. You see where the
Yeah.
hose
Okay.
see where the hose goes?
Yeah.
That's where it's located, and that's the white one right there. That's right over here.
Yeah, I see that white one.
And there's the other one. That's on the bottom where the hose goes for the vent.
Okay.
It's on the bottom of the dryer. And that doesn't have any issues with that. There's nothing wrong with that one. They told
Now,
me,
if that white thermal fuse, the ceramic one, the long white one, if that blows, does the dryer even come on? Does the tub spin? The drum, does it spin?
uh, which one for the 4 wires on that one?
No, the white one, the one you said keeps blowing, that kept blowing because of the element.
Oh, you
The,
mean the white fuse?
the white fuse, yeah,
No, it won't. The dryer will not work.
it would not do nothing. Okay,
It
all
wouldn't
right.
go on.
That's the main fuse then.
It wouldn't come on. So that's good because it's working. They
Okay.
asked me all those questions on the phone. I talked to them and said, "What is the dryer doing?" I said, "Starting up when they heating up." He said, "Then it's your heat element." He said,
That's not always the case. I thought it was my heating element. It wasn't my element. It was my thermal cutout that was blown.
and then they said, "Oh, buy a kit, test them all, and buy a kit." I tested them, and they wouldn't come on, Cajun. Those 2 ones that are on that heat element would not come on. No power was going through them. Nothing. They were dead, both of them. So I don't know what the problem is. But now I touched that thing on it, and they lit up. So I don't know what's going on. I don't
Yeah.
know.
Well, I'm gonna look. All right. Well, I appreciate the link, Wayne,
Yeah.
and the email. Appreciate you having me up. All right. It was good seeing you again. All right, everybody. As always, love, peace, and crackling grease.
I don't think
Y'all
anyone's
later.
in here now, so I think they're all gone. Don't want to end this.
Yeah. Well, that's the outro. All right. I gotta get me some more coffee. Pluta.
Yeah. All right, everybody. I want to end the stream now, so see everybody later. Have a good night, everybody. Excuse me. All right, everybody. Have a good night. Here comes the national anthem.